Hi, guys, and welcome back to Self Care for Black Girls, a podcast where we relax, sip tea, and chat about bettering ourselves as black girls. I'm BB, and I'll be helping guide you to make better choices in your daily lives. Okay, so today's episode, or more like this week, since I only upload once a week. This week's episode is about building confidence. I have quite a few things I want to get through, so I'm gonna jump right into the episode. The first thing that you want to do the first thing that you can do to move towards building your confidence is to put more time towards your to put more time toward yourself and put yourself first. This may come off as really selfish, but self-care is the best care, and if you don't love yourself, nobody else will. People say that a lot, but it is very true. If you're not comfortable in your body, then it's going to be easier for people who don't like your body or don't like you to get to you emotionally. So you have to go through and make sure that you get yourself right before you go step, and make sure that before you worry about anybody else, you worry about you. Are you okay? Are you dressed right? Are you dressed? No, are you not? Are you dressed right? Are you dressed based on your liking? Is your makeup done? Or if you don't like makeup, you don't wear makeup, is your makeup done to your liking? Small stuff like that. Don't let other people get to you and tell you what you should or shouldn't dress like. People are gonna talk, but you've got to, ignore them. Period. The next thing is to not what did I write? Okay, don't become selfish with your time unless you want. And this is kind of contradicting what I said earlier about making more time for yourself, not sounding selfish, and then you not wanting to be selfish. So, your time is your time. You can do what you want with it. You can hang out with people. You cannot hang out with people. It just depends on what you want to do. So if you want to hang out with people, and that's if you want to hang out with people, then you can hang out with people. If you want your time to be your time and nobody else's, then that's what you do. And that's where the being selfish comes into play. If you want to be selfish with your time, by all means do that, girl, because nobody can tell you that you're being selfish with your time, because guess what? It's your time, not theirs. If they have a problem with it, they can make an appointment with you. It's just that simple. And I know that comes off as being rude, but people have to understand, you want to live your life the way you want to live your life, just like they want to live their life the way they want to live their life. So if they have a problem with it, they can do what they need to do to spend time with you, or they can get gone. That's all to it. The next thing is to start going outside more often. And read, or go outside and do anything but be on your phone or look at a screen. So no laptop, no iPad, no other type of tablet, no phones, none of that. Just go outside, meditate, read, do whatever you want to do. Just sit there and look at the beauty that nature has put in front of you. Do something to bring you peace of mind, because when you're at peace of mind, you feel more confident, and you start feeling yourself. So spend time with nature away from screens. That includes Kindles. Even though it's not like a tablet, get you a paperback or a hardcover, something like that, and read it like that. Don't look at any screen. If it has to be charged, don't take it outside. That's what I'm trying to say. And if you're a fidgety person and don't want to sit, this next thing is for you. Go take a walk around the neighborhood every Sunday, or once a day. Oh, if you want to do that, if you have the time for that, you can do it once a day. But go walk around the neighborhood, walk down your street for at least one day a week, and see everything, see what's going on, see what nature has to offer for other people, because you might not be able to see something that Mother Nature has going on a block over. So go see what's going on over there and admire the beauty. It's low cardio, so you're getting a little bit of exercise in. Hey, get a 2 for 1. And it helps you collect your thoughts, clear your thoughts, get you ready for the week if you're doing it on Sunday, or lets you relax and wind down from the week if you're doing it on Saturday, or if it's in the middle of the week, it's a reset, get you ready for the rest of the week, or whatever day, whatever day you choose to do it is, you can come up with what it's helping you with. But yeah, go for a walk, a jog, something like that, get the heart rate up. Yeah. Next is to find out your best characteristics. If you can find, okay, I'm not gonna say that because that sounds like body shaming. Find some things that you really, really love about yourself, whether personality wise, something on your body. Find that and admire that the most. Well, I guess not the most. Admire it moderately. Yeah. Admire it moderately, be happy with moderately. Be happy with it. Flaunt it, if you want. Um, and let other people see that side of you, because if it's a personality thing, then and you walk around me mugging people like I do all the time, people aren't gonna know that you are a nice person, and they're gonna think you're mean because you walk around with the mean mug on your face all day, which is something I need to fix because I'm really nice, but you wouldn't be able to tell that if you look at me in the middle of the day. So, find I said the best characteristic, but I'm talking about some bad things. Find something good about yourself, whether it's your hair, your body, your personality, your nails, your arms, whatever it is about you that you love, admire it, because it'll make you happy and it'll make you start to accept yourself a little bit more if you're having issues in that, with confidence. The next thing that you could do is start a journal. This I've been on and off with journaling, and I'm not gonna lie, I have not found it where it helps me a lot, but I would suggest trying it, because what doesn't work for me doesn't mean it's not gonna work for you. There are several different methods, and maybe that's what I need to do. I need to go back and try a different method. There are many different excuse me. There are many different methods of journaling. Um, But with this specific method that I'm talking about here, on the very first page of the journal, you're going to write things that you love about yourself. That way, when you go to write in your journal every day, you get that constant reminder of the things that you love about yourself at that moment, and you can always go and add to that list. It's not a permanent list. So let's just say, for example, you put on that first page that you love your nails and your hair. Well, here you are, maybe a month down the line, and you lost some weight. Congratulations. And now you can put that on the list of things that you love about yourself. So it's not a list of 5 things or 2 things that are permanent. Well, they are going to be permanent unless something happens. God forbid that happens. But it's not going to forever be those 2 or 3 things. So it's something you can build on, and it's a constant reminder that those are the things that you love about yourself, and that you're working to be the person that you want to be. So find a journal and do that on the first page, and you can set yourself up for successful journaling. I might actually try this method again. The next thing that you can do is tell yourself that you're beautiful on the daily. This goes back to the affirmations that I mentioned in an earlier episode. I'm not exactly sure which one at all, but just telling yourself things like I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm powerful, things like that, that'll boost your head up. This is a good head boost. Boost your head up, boost your confidence, which is what we're working on. Just to let you know that you are that girl. You are you're the boss, you're the best. Yeah, so things like that. And you all can always head over to my Instagram page. I do post daily quotes and affirmations. I don't post my affirmations as actual posts anymore. I do them on stories, but I do have an affirmations highlight. So all the affirmations that I've posted since I stopped making them an actual post on Instagram are there. So you guys can head over there and check that out. The my handle is self care for black girls. So head over there and check out some of those affirmations. The next thing that you can do is to do what you like and practice what you hate. It's crazy, I know. But if you're always doing things that you like, you're not trying anything new. And that's where practicing what you hate comes in. If you hate reading, then you need to keep reading. There is a genre out there for everybody. I promise. Like I do not like reading nonfiction, and so I have a nonfiction book that I'm reading currently. It's not really nonfiction, but it's a step towards it. So we're gonna go with that. I like fantasy stuff, like fairies and wizards and witches, stuff like that. Um, but find something not that you hate so much that it will kill you per se to do it, but something that you do not like doing. Like, um, if let's see what's something like if you're not a big fan of driving, um, I would go for a drive. I mean, not because you don't like driving. If you can't drive, then you don't need to be driving. But if you just don't like driving, go for a drive somewhere. Find um one of those drive through park or something that you can ride through, to get your mind not completely off of driving because you need to focus on the road, but to not think about driving while you're driving, if that makes sense. But do something that you don't like. I hope that made sense because I think I started rambling halfway through and then got back to my point. Yeah. Uh, the next thing, excuse him. The next thing that you can do is to get out more. Like I said earlier, go drive through a park or something, go for a walk, sit outside, get out more and do what you have never done. Like I just talking about. So you wanna do with the old. Okay, yeah. You want to get out and do stuff that you're afraid of, which I talked about in the last episode. Being scared to live. Don't be scared to live because people's lives are being cut short, and you don't want to die knowing that you didn't get to go bungee jumping, or that you didn't get to go skydiving, or that you didn't get to go snorkeling or something like that. You didn't get to travel as much as you had wanted to. So get out, go take that vacation, um, go do that road trip, eat the whatever, Asian people have a lot of weird cuisine. Go try that food if you want to. Don't let death catch you before you've had a chance to live. Do stuff that you in the past would not have been willing to do or would have been too scared to do. So, get out and do stuff. Be adventurous. The next, and it doesn't sound like that's building your confidence, but if you're bold enough to go out there and do that stuff, then your confidence level is gonna jump because you're brave and bold enough to go out there and do stuff like that. It's crazy, but it all ties together, I promise. The next thing that you could do is if your confidence, once you finally get it to where you want to be, if it comes off as cocky or conceited, oh well, people will be okay. Now if you're getting a little too cocky and it's coming off almost as rude, then you may want to do something about that. Because you don't want people thinking that you're rude. That's not a good thing to do, but you know, if you want to be cocky, be cocky. That's just you. You got your confidence to where you wanted it to be, and now you get to live your best life in full confidence. So, yeah, do that. And the last thing, which is the most obvious one of all, that's why I saved it for last, is to love yourself as you are. If you're happy, I don't want to say fat because that sounds kind of rude. If you're happy being overweight, be overweight. Um, if you're happy being skinny or underweight, I hope you're not too underweight or too overweight that you're about to start getting health issues. But if you're happy like that, be you. I'm not gonna shame you. Be love you. If you one of my favorite YouTubers, Zoe, says oh, what does he say now? I can't remember it. Um there's only one you. If you don't be you, nobody else will. So you've got to learn to love yourself the way you are, because if you don't, like you said, nobody's going to be you. That's all to it. But that's all that I have for this episode. Um yeah. You all, I do have a big announcement coming up. You'll hear about it in 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not exactly sure when I'll finish getting all the details for it, but be on the lookout for that. So you guys make sure you're following me on Instagram and excuse me, following my blog, because that's where all the information, the in-depth information will be. But yeah, thank you all for listening. I hope you all have a easy journey building your confidence, and I will see you all next week. Bye. Thanks for listening this week. If you have any questions, want to share a story, or be featured in our Q&As, send them to me at selfcarebgirl@gmail.com or submit them on my blog at selfcareblackgirls.com. While you're over there, subscribe and join so you never miss anything. Subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes to help spread the word. You can also donate one time or monthly by clicking on the Patreon link on my blog. There are rewards. Thanks again for listening, and don't forget to stay beautiful.